this is our layout machine that we use out here on Little Rock Air Force Base. We've been using the same system for a little bit over 5 years now. And the way we do this is we use a GPS head off of a bulldozer, motor grader, whatever you want to call it. And it's got the GCS system running inside. So this cylinder runs off a side shift, and it's basically making it think it's a motor grader. So you can select any background map line that you want to use to lay out, and select it, turn your automatics on, and it automatically sprays your points to where you want it at. That be it edge of pavement, joint lines, anything that's in the CAD drawing, you can select and lay out. So, like I said, this is a side shift, lift cylinder, and this is a hydraulic system that powers it. So this is an electric motor with the hydraulic fluid in, so it runs through all these valves that control your up-down motion, your side-to-side. And here's all our connections. This is for the spray paint. So the spray paint is connected to an automatic timer. You can set how big your lines to be and how often. So we can go in there. Also this here, this is your tuning for your valve. So you can go decide how fast they actuate, and that way you can kind of tune it, get it a little better, make it work a little smooth. So if you go inside, this right here is what powers your hydraulic motor on. As you can hear it, it's on. It's your up-down motion, side to side. Right now I'm just running it manually. And over here is your spray. So here we got a manual spray. If you look at the light, the spray can over there, see it spraying. So over here is your timer. You can adjust your timer how often and how long your lines to be. So we set it on automatic. Now your on time, you can do either small dots for long lines, and your intervals right here, which we time off. Okay? And then we need to go out there. Now we're going out to the actual job.
And this is an exclusive patent
Yes.
for Allega, correct?
Owns the patent.
Allega owns a patent on this. You can't get this anywhere else. Newer unit Tuesday, and that one you'd help plot not only the runway, but you plotted the soil where the turf went and helped them out with that as well.
Yeah, so all that, I can do it on the computer. It's all CAD work. So I can make this thing do anything, lay out anything. Even when we first started this job, we were doing silt fence. So in the silt fence, there's a typical 8 foot. Every 8 foot, we have to have a T-post. So what I did is I created a line based off the where the T-post is going to go, and every 8 foot I'd spray a dot, and that's where our laborers went in and put the T-post. So you didn't actually have to have a guy out there measuring. You actually did it all on board. People in the back just went in and drove the T-post in. It made it a lot easier.
base range. Be picking it up soon. Here we go.
Okay, so here are your cuts fills. From what you can see on this system is the same thing you would see on a grader, on a bulldozer, anything that has this GCS system. As you can see, this road still has to get graded. So if you're a contractor that you want to get a rough idea of how much dirt you got to move, or where you need to move your dirt to, or any of that information, here's your cut. So I lay that down. I can see I got a 1.75 cut to finish grade, 0 offset. And same thing with your station offset. So I know exactly what station I'm at and exactly what offset off the center line of runway. And as you can see, here is your center line of runway. So say for example, you're fixing to dig this road out and your excavator doesn't have GPS, or you're not gonna run a bulldozer. You can go in, horizontal offset, alignment, and go to plan line. Select your edge of asphalt. That's your edge of asphalt road. Hit OK. Go back, and then you just have to get close, within a foot of where your line's gonna be painted. So here, where we need to be, here's your automatics. Click them on, and as you can see, the side shift goes out. You can start laying out. Go back here to your automatic. You switch your automatic on. Simple as switching the side. All you have to do, get in here, lock it in place, it's ready. Going to drive, hit the automatic button. And as you can see, it's painting a long line now. If I just wanted it to paint small dots, I'll go to my timer, hit my on time, shorten it a little bit. Depending on what your needs are.
Right now, just don't have long enough arms to get it.
Okay. So that would be our edge of asphalt. We're not this far yet, but eventually once we come down here, that's going to be our edge of asphalt. Proposed edge of asphalt. Drive close to your line and make sure you don't get too much out of whack.
Gotcha.
So,
we'll be putting a video up of the other unit as well on the runway the other day, so you can see how it works in there as well.
Here we can see we're 762 foot left of center line of runway at station 129 roughly. So if you really wanted to, and say like I had that example before of the T-posts. So say you're every 10 foot, start at station 128 plus 8950. You paint a dot here, go up 10 feet, 7950, and another dot. So now if you measure in between those 2 points, you'll have 10 feet based off your alignment.
Gotcha.
So if you were, if say you're on a job that you want to create your own line, that you have no reference, so you can go in here, go into menu, select design, new slope. Okay, use the same calibration. So we lay our GPS head down, tell it here. Okay, so we go to point number 2. Your next point. Lay your GPS head down, tell it here. Now your cross slope usually go to 0 on both sides. Hit OK. Slope 6. Now we can lay out that line. And same thing, go to your horizontal offset, alignment, select master alignment, OK. Alright. And now that line is projected infinity, so you can, that line basically goes from your 2 points, it keeps on going as far as you need it to. So say for example you needed that line, we already created our line. With the automatic, move forward a little bit. Let me let this truck drive by.
Yeah. That's pretty much.
I'll flick on the automatics. Okay. Hit on my automatic button. Laying out the line we just created. It took us 10 seconds to create.
Perfect. Yep. This,
like I said, it's projected to infinity, so you can keep laying that line as long as you have base stick.
Again, you're looking at patent technology from Allega Construction. 1 of 2 units available at blackstaraca.com.
Started, and this was our edge of asphalt that we laid out. Of this machine is that the utility of it is it's amazing. I mean, it's got a bed. Our second unit has a hydraulic bed, so what we can do is put a whole bunch of stuff in the back. Say you're doing like, come back to that T-post, we can put a whole bunch of T-posts in the back, or rocks or whatever you need, we can dump it. And if you ever need the GPS side of it, just go in here, turn it on, and say you want to come here, look, okay, see how much fill we got. We'll fill 180 to your finished grade. Actually, that's on the slope we created. So we'd have to go back to the finished grade file. So we got to cut a 1.5 foot to finished grade based off the surface that was provided to us. And any of these lines you see in here, anything, even the pipe, as you can see, we got 4 runs of pipe that go in here. We got all this information. 77 linear foot, 36-inch RCP, 0.2% slope. So if I wanted to, I could go in, select that line, lay out the center line of pipe, or if you have, you know, a certain amount of foot you want to go away from that center of pipe, say you got to overbuild it, overcut 6 feet, select that center of pipe, move that line over 6 foot. Horizontal offset, alignment, plan line, move over to your pipe. We can select center of pipe, you can select the outside edge of pipe, either way. Hit OK, and your offset, you want to go 6 foot, for example, and there it is. There's your 6 foot offset off the edge of the pipe. And all you have to do is align with it, turn your automatics on, and start spray painting it. And at the same time, while it's giving you offset on the runway and your station. Here you can see a cross-section view of everything. this is the surface we're currently on. Say you have questions that something doesn't look right to you, you can always go up to that certain point and see what the surface is doing. Here we can see we're actually on our asphalt road, and you can see how the grade breaks on each side of that road. So you keep on going, the same thing. So basically anything that you can do in a GCS system, you can do here. But this having the advantage of you actually being able to lay out all the stuff you need. And we've done this job, this is a third year now that we've been on this job, and I'm the only surveyor on site, and this has been a tremendous help. I mean, it's a huge job, but this cuts down my time to where it's feasible to me being the only person in charge of, you know, laying out striping, laying out our silt fences, or any of that stuff. But yeah, this is it's great technology that I would definitely recommend.
Right.
Actual elevations, northing eastings. So me as a surveyor, if I get a call from another job that someone has an issue on a certain spot of the surface, I wouldn't have to go out and pull my roller. If this is already fired up, I just go to that point and say, hey, you know what? At this certain northing easting of the job, I have an issue. They give me those numbers, I plug it in, then I can go exactly to what that spot he's talking about and have it fixed. So this is definitely a great advantage. And it's got so many things you can do with it that it's really helpful. It really is. Now that I've actually used this technology for the last 3 years, I couldn't see myself without it.
Perfect. Thank you.